Okay, right. All right. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Chaos for Cosmos. If you guys are new, welcome. It'll be 10 minutes before you guys can join in on the chat. If you guys have been here, we're doing a subs only one question reading live. So, yeah, I figured I've still got some time today, so I figured I'd give it to you guys. So, I will be taking one. Yeah, we're back. I'm going to take one question reads. I thought, fuck it, I've got some. I got some time today to chill with you guys, so I might as well, right? Might as well. Now, I don't like what I've done here, so I'm going to close that. How do I? Yeah, that's better. That's better. I did a pop-out chat thing, and it's just way too excessive, right? I don't need to see your comments that big in my face. Did you? You were cooking? Fuck you, no. What were you cooking? I had Darren here last night for dinner. I made the best roasted pumpkin soup. So I roasted the pumpkin and all my veggies and stuff, and then made my soup, and then I did a homemade garlic bread, and then I had some bananas that I needed to use, and I was like, well, what am I going to do? So I made a banana chocolate choc chip cake with chocolate frosting. So we were just being little food demons last night. And then we got into watching like NBA backboard breaking fucking slam dunks. So we're like watching a whole bunch of, fucking just all these videos and shit, just of random crap last night. And then I was still watching them this morning, funny enough, in bed. So just watching a bit of competitive sport, so to speak. But no, it was good. It was just like, because I've been waiting like for the weather to actually be cold for soup, so it's actually really, really nice. Bacon, eggs, yum. Can you make me one? It's lunchtime. But if there's any questions, if you guys want to pop your questions in, if you've got any further questions, even members, right, that you guys wanted to ask more, we can go deeper, we can elaborate more, we can ask different questions, right? I'm here for you guys. So, I mean, it might be cold by it gets here, Jay. It might be cold by the time it gets here, but, I'm sure it'll still taste good, right? You don't need to let somebody else go. No, be selfish for a change, Denise, right? I was gonna say, like, it sounds like exactly like how, quite cold. That's how our food mostly came when it was delicious, even in prison, right? Even if it was good food, it fucking came cold. You ship yourself to me? What, so that I can cook for you? I'll cook you clean. How about that, girl? Oh, shit. It's like when Paul was here last week, I gave him like a whole bunch of, I've given him probably like about 10 or 12, maybe 10 or 12 decks over, the past year of tarot cards and oracle cards that I just didn't vibe with, right? Because again, like you accumulate all this stuff and you're like, if I'm not going to use it, I'd rather it go to somebody who's actually going to use it or get some sort of use out of it. And, I said to him, if he doesn't like it, then he can pass them on. But, he's like, I've got to give you something for him. And I'm like, no, I don't want anything. And then I was like, actually, on second thoughts, can you come and mow my lawns next time they need doing? So I negotiated my lawns getting done for a trade-off of cards. So, we're going to need to do some sort of trade-off here, girl, right? I cook you clean. Sounds good. All right. Hey, Denise, go on and ask your question because no one else is going to ask questions. Go ahead and ask, girl. And Ralph, by the way, I was very impressed with your cooking photos, right, of your meal prep, right? Good job. I haven't acknowledged that message yet, I don't think, but good job. Well done. Right? We like men that can cook. What is going on here? What the hell? Something's trying to stick to you, Denise. Something's trying to stick to you. Something was just stuck to these cards. I have no idea. It's some sort of foreign object. There's some sort of foreign object trying to embed itself into your life, into your energy, perhaps. Fuck. Spirit, are you going to tell me? Are you going to even tell me? Like, it's got to do with the Two of Cups, right? But check this out. High Priestess is in the fucking reverse, man, right? Like, I feel like there's a lot that's going to be being hidden from you and hidden from me. Again, I'm not one of these kind of readers that if something's hidden from me and I can't fucking see it and I can't tell you, I'm not about to make up some sort of fucking elaborate story to feed you, right? I will simply say to you, I have no fucking idea. I can't pull for this, I can't see, but you know, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Come on, Spirit, be kind. Like, we'll give you little clues, right? We'll give you little clues. Please do. Six of Pentacles, right? Damn. It's whatever it is going to be equal balance, right? Some sort of equal balance is coming here. Ace of Wands at the bottom over here. Ace of Wands. How are you, Lily? How are you, beautiful? I've been on for a while. We had the Leo live just before, but I was just like about to get up, and then I was like, it's nice and warm in here. It's cold inside, and sorry, I'm just like, huh? Have I again done something? Surely no, because I've timed this out for at least 10 minutes, right? Interesting. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're here. Glad that you made it. All right, Denise, let's have a look. What is this? What is this? Something hard and rigid? Oh, shit, Crypto Billy. Yeah, I can see you're definitely feeling a little bit anxious about whatever this intense energy is. All right, let's have a look. What's coming in for Denise? What is this thing, right? We're going to call it the thing, right? What is this intense energy that we're feeling coming in for Denise? Okay. You're about to release something. I'm going to say something something from the past that made you really, really unhappy. You're about to go through some sort of massive like release, okay, of whatever that was. 10 of Cups in the reverse and 9 of Swords in the reverse. And whatever that is, right, you're going to come out on the other side with some sort of truth, feeling really, really grounded. The moon's underneath that. So yeah, it's definitely something that you don't, I feel like you don't see whatever this shift is actually coming, but it's going to remove all the illusions that have been surrounding you, right? It's like you're going to come out with, again, Ace of Swords, King of Pentacles, like this fucking strength, man, this truth, this grounding, long-term. I feel like this is even like an answer to something, right? An answer to something, maybe an answer to something that you've been seeking for a really, really long time. And it's like everything's going to be made really, really clear, right? It's going to be grounded in like, I'm going to say in 3D evidence, right? Of something being really fucking clear here. But yeah, it is still, it's either, again, something you don't see coming, or still the details are being hidden. I feel this is something internal, right? Yeah, intuition. Use your intuition, right? There's some sort of intuitive shift or some sort of internal shift you're about to go through. It could be like a massive upgrade as well. But again, yeah, you don't really see success on the other side of it, baby. There's success on the other side of that. So that's good energy. I like that. I feel like, again, you're going to tap into, I don't know, just this deeper level of understanding and knowing, right? It's going to propel you forward successfully with some sort of new idea or plan that you've got. This could also be about an opportunity as well. But yeah, there's some sort of spiritual breakthrough, okay, is what I'm getting. A successful spiritual breakthrough. All right, that's what I got for you, Denise. I mean, that's a good little bit to have, right? I like that. I like that energy. All right, what is going on here? I feel like my chat's doing weird shit again. Oh, come on. Reload. There we go. All right. You know, for a minute there, Ralph, I read, Lena, what did you cook today? And I was like, what did Lena cook today? And I was like, what? Wait, do you want me to answer that? Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's gold. All right, if anyone's got questions, guys, put them in the comments box. Because you guys can't all just be here to listen to everybody else's fucking juicy reads, right? What do you guys want to know? Ask a question. Pick a card, any card. Oh, Jamie asked. Shit, see how fucked I am, man? See, I can't even, like, keep up, right? Where did she ask? Do I scroll past it? May I learn... Okay. What? They're gonna free ball it anyway. They're gonna throw it at you whether you want it or not. In fact, you're gonna get it thrown at you regardless, especially if you've asked or you've committed yourself. I know, free balling, right? Spirit don't free ball, baby. There's a plan for fucking everything. And it's up to you whether you want to resist spirit or go with the guidance, right? Follow the path, okay? So it's going to be completely up to you. But I don't feel like you're going to essentially really have a choice, right? Life is pretty simple, you know? We take all the right steps, you know, and not to say that there's a fucking foolproof plan, right? There's no such thing as a foolproof plan. Shit's always going to go down. It's out of our control, right? But, you know, the more prepared we are, the more prepared we are, right, for when shit does go down. But I don't feel like you get to... But yeah, you're just going to have lots of balls thrown her way. That she's going to have to dodge, all right? So... Spirit of Light, what an interesting question. Would Jamie like to be told? No. Yeah, honey, I feel like, you know, it's either one way or the other. You know, we get to a point where when we ask to be healed, we ask to be restored, we ask to go through those changes and transformation, it naturally comes with challenges, right? And those challenges sometimes go a lot longer than what we think they're going to go for, but it's to clear out all the shit that needs to be cleared out in order to lighten the load for us to actually be able to move forward successfully, right? So, you know, yeah, you might feel like what's on your plate right now is a lot to juggle or, you know, is being done to you, but a lot of it's actually being done for you, Cancer. Queen of Cups is here. All right, so... But I'm getting, don't resist it, right? Don't resist whatever changes, you know, you're being guided towards making, or whatever direction you're being led down. Don't question that, right? Just go with that. Trust your instincts, trust your gut, trust your intuition. Okay. Again, I'm going to say the same thing, right? If it feels off, guys, it is off, right? And we do get the opportunity to correct those things that we haven't done quite right. We just have to see where those opportunities to correct that actually are. Queen of Swords, yeah. It's about standing in your independent truth right now, okay? Making firm decisions too. I'm going to say Spirit are trying to guide you down a path of independent healing, right? Healing yourself independently from... past trauma as well, okay? So, I don't know, again, it might be time, and we saw that earlier, you know, it's time for you to really focus on healing you, okay? And again, you're going to you're going to be guided, but if you resist that, that's where it's going to have those, negative impacts. All right. You damn girl, you got success coming up though in your future, right? 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. Okay, you got like long-term legacy on your path. So I would be going, right? I would be going right now. You're a bit resistant to some sort of change here. Okay, 6 of Swords is in the reverse, so you could be being a little bit resistant to some sort of change or the direction that Spirit trying to communicate with you about some sort of decision that you've made, maybe. I got the Page of Swords and the 2 of Swords in the reverse. So again, with that 6 of Swords in reverse, it's like, maybe you're not allowing yourself to be led to a place of healing just yet, right? But that's where they're wanting you to go, because again, there's some sort of success that comes out of that. And I'm talking like long term, right? Stability and success. It's going to make you very, it's like whatever work you're meant to do impacts the way that you're going to generate abundance in your life, Jamie, right? It's got something to do with how you're going to generate your abundance as well. So yeah, and that's all right. Just take your time with it too. Like, don't judge yourself through it either, because the second you start to become too judgmental with yourself or critical of the process, you're gonna fucking want to back out of that shit, right? So again, take it step by step, right? Don't try and tackle all of it too quickly, because you'll start to feel overwhelmed or like there's too much, or you're not enough, this, that, and the other. And it's not about any of that. It's like I said, you gotta learn that the most healed people, right, are the most compassionate with themselves too, right? So it's not just that they have compassion for others, they have a deep level of compassion for themselves. So try to alleviate and remove the guilt and the shame and all of those negative things that are going to kind of impact that healing as well, or make you feel like you're not enough, or you're never going to be enough, right? Because that shit's not true, right? It's just simply not true. Yeah, look, I used to be a bit the same, run or freak out, 100%. Now I just kind of go, no, there's options, there's solutions. I've just got to give myself a chance to actually find them and to embrace them, right? And to not be so stubborn as well with my own healing, right? Because again, when we deny ourselves these tools, these methods, these things, or just to, let that shit surface, really the only person that we're actually denying is ourselves, right? And, after a while, it gets easier and easier to look at those things that you don't like, right? Because they do become less and less as you work through them. So over time, it does get easier, but, you just got to stay consistent to it and know that you're going to have times where you're going to feel, the regret or shame or guilt of things that you did in the past, decisions, choices, whatever it is, right? But you also can tell yourself, I'm different now, right? And I'm choosing to be different now, But yeah, definitely be gentle with the process, because it's not a fucking race, and it's not for anybody else to decide, your rate of healing either, or how much you should or shouldn't be. This is about you and your journey alone, right? Don't need to prove it to anybody else but yourself, right? Make sure that that's the first and only person that you're wanting to prove it to is yourself as well, guys, because then we run that risk of becoming competitive, like a lot of the energies that we're seeing connected to the collective at the moment. So, and we don't want to become that. We don't want to be competing with people that don't even know they're in a competition with us, simply because we're envious of where they might be at, That's it. It's not right or wrong. It just is, right? It just is. And, the more that we can recognize that process within ourselves, the more respect that we actually have for other people when they go through that same journey. What do you mean, Lily? You feel like that something needs to happen? But yeah, it's just like, like the deeper and deeper you get into that healing journey, you realize even if people in your past were like, oh, you need to change this, that, and the other, and you're like, fuck you, I don't need to change. And then all of a sudden you're like, hang on, I do need to change. Don't even have that about it. just be grateful that you were able to admit that shit to yourself and, you know, take that accountability and grow from whatever that is, because that's where you really truly take your power back. Not because other people said you needed to change it, but because you yourself took control of the situation and actually chose it. And, you know, people can tell you need to do shit, and that's all well and good, but you actually have to have that strength, that courage, that want, that desire to actually get up and choose to want to do that. And that takes well more than just people around you encouraging you, right? Like, it's like people think that because they encourage somebody to do something that they get to take credit for something, and it's like, no, because the amount of effort, energy that a person has to use, right, in order to go through the process is phenomenal. It's well more than just, you know, you need to do this and, oh, good on you for doing that, right? Like, it's beyond that. So and don't let anybody, like I said as well, take credit for your healing journey, because you chose that, right? It's not forced upon you. Nothing is forced upon you, because everything is a choice. You could have chosen to not heal, right? That's the other thing. There's always that choice to not heal as well. Yes, ask Maria, absolutely. Put it in the comments. Right. And that's the thing, is like, when you get to the point where, like, you're not you're not so worried when you start focusing on your own shit. You're not focusing on what everybody else needs to change, because again, you're self-reflective at that point, right? These are still people that only look outwardly, okay, that usually don't look inward either. So, you know, and that's their downfall, right? Because they should really just be, you know, everyone should just be staying in their own fucking lane, working their own shit out. And unless you've got some sort of positive support or, you know, something good of value to add to a person's existence, then, you know, don't add it if it's not good, you know. Don't add shit to the mix of someone's struggles and, you know. That's a good question. That's a good question. All right, let's have a look for Maria. Show me what's going on, Spirit, in this situation. I was like, what did I just do there? I think my earrings keep fucking twisting today, right? It's giving me the shits. Anyway, how are you, beautifuls? Good to see everybody in here. Again, we're doing live one question readings here, guys. So if anyone's got a question, pop that in the comments below and I will give you guys a read. That's it. I agree with that. You know, I think that the healing journey can often be a very, like an up and down, it's like an up and down incline. You know what I mean? Like, there's always those little dips as well that you'll have in the journey, you know. But again, like, if judgment's there, if pressure's there, if all those unnecessary external shit's there, then the healing journey is just slowed down, right? So you really, again, it's about not giving a fuck as well what other people think. Okay, you have to be comfortable, again, not being liked, all that shit, right? And again, it's not, again, you know, people will misconstrue that as arrogance, as ego, as all sorts of fucking shit, not realizing it's actually just you trying to protect your fucking peace, you trying to protect your healing, right? And they don't have to understand it, they don't have to like it, you know, they don't have to agree with it, and they don't have to approve it as well, guys, right? It's not for them to approve, right? Spirit approve it, that's all that fucking matters. All right, for Maria, what's happening in the situation with her? Yeah, okay. Somebody doesn't want to change, okay? Somebody doesn't want to change, but they also don't want to fight, okay? So it's like somebody wants to work on something here, and the other person just wants to pretend like something hasn't happened, Maria, all right? That's what I'm getting here. We've got the Tower in reverse, the Five of Swords. Is it the Five of Swords or the Three of Swords? Sorry, it's the... yeah, the Five of Swords. Six, I thought I was seeing the Three of Swords there as well. Six of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. So I get this energy of somebody wants to work on whatever this is, and somebody else here just doesn't want to change, but they want to, it's like they would love to come back together if it meant they didn't have to put any work in, right? And if they could get away with something, okay? I'm going to ask it like this. What's the current blockage in Maria's relationship? with her ex. What's the current blockage? Okay. So, I don't know. Somebody could feel like maybe somebody is too or enjoys their independence. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ralph. Sorry, honey. Sorry. This still sounds mean. I need you guys, right? I can't fucking do this on my own. I fuck it up every time. Yeah, I feel like maybe somebody enjoys maybe their independence too much here, Maria, right? So somebody likes to be, you know, a lone rider, okay? Let's ask, Spirit, what's Maria's advice when it comes to her ex? Knight of Wands in the reverse. So, yeah, that's, yeah, give me one more. What's the advice? I'm gonna say think before King of Cups in reverse. So yeah, they don't want you to they don't want you to devote too much to this person. Okay, Ten of Cups is in the reverse here. They're wanting you to, with the Hangman here, the Hangman, they're wanting you to get a different perspective on this situation. Now, this might be about needing to, yeah, look at that. There was no Six of Pentacles in the reverse. There's no give and take here. It's out of balance, all right? So there might be, you might be needing to look at, you know, increasing your self-worth, your value, all right? Because something's just out of balance here, right? There's more give than take, and it makes you very, very unhappy. So they want you to look at it for what it truly is, the fact that you've been left hanging here without any support, okay? This person leaves you hanging without any support, doesn't give to this connection, all right? And makes you unhappy. So, I don't know, you tell me, honey, do you think that this is a kind of person that you would want to be with and invest your time with, right? Because I certainly wouldn't, right? I can see that you are definitely getting restless and unhappy with the way things are, okay? So you could be feeling a little bit stuck in your head. There is a change that's coming in for you, all right? So the Wheel of Fortune's here. There is a change that's coming in for you, but yeah, you're going to need to go through some sort of a transformation, all right? So it's time to transform yourself and get on the right path, okay? Start heading in the right direction, you know, and start loving on yourself, right? You need to turn turn that frown upside down, right? Pour whatever you've been pouring into this connection into yourself, but it's going to take some dedication to the healing process, and it's not going to be easy, right? It's definitely not going to be easy, but you will get there, right? You'll get there. A lot of my subs have, you know, been either, you know, single and celibate for quite some time, or, you know, only just starting to get back out into dating, and definitely not allowing themselves to go back to those kinds of energies anymore. All right. So again, they're wanting you to get just a different perspective on how much you overgive, how devoted you are towards certain individuals. Okay. And it's time to have that same sort of devotion to yourself, right, and to your healing journey, and finding somebody that actually fucking loves you, right, that actually is going to give you the fucking truth and not leave you hanging, right? So there could be something potentially long-term that's stable coming in for you, right, at a distance, but again, it's going to take you healing that aspect of yourself, of the overgiving part, before that can enter in, all right? Otherwise, you're going to find yourself with similar kinds of people or similar kinds of situations, right? So, yeah, get yourself to that level where you're at the level that you want to be in order to attract that same sort of vibe, right? So, again, you don't want somebody to be overgiving and too selfless, right? Because we know that that's the kind of person that lacks boundaries, healthy boundaries for themselves. So you might even want to look at you know, like just familiarizing yourself with attachment styles, you know, and just having that introspection about how you actually operate within relationships, and seeing where you can, you know, what areas you can work on, where you give too much, where you don't give yourself enough. I'm gonna say it's going to be 9 times out of 10 where you've overgiven, right? You've given too much to something and then been left feeling disappointed because it hasn't been reciprocated. So it's time to learn how to cut that kind of energy off the first instant you see it come into your realm, right? And form some really, really strong, healthy boundaries around your self-worth, right? All right, now I want to know, what did she ask? I just want to know. I can't even see her original question. Where's her question gone? Oh, okay, there we go. It's like all the way down there. I'm like, well, I'm just waiting for, I'm like, okay, there's the question. Cool. All right. How will tomorrow go for you? Will it go your way? Or any messages Spirit has for you? Okay. Take a deep breath, they said, first of all. Take a deep breath. All right, take a deep breath. Gosh. In fact, take 3 deep breaths, girl. Take 3 deep breaths for me. I just heard someone say, right this way. Right this way. Okay, what's happening tomorrow? How will tomorrow go? How will tomorrow go? Show me the energy of tomorrow. Going to be some sort of options or choices here. 7 of Cups. Okay, it's about something, something you don't see coming, right? There's something hidden here. Something you can't see. I've got something here, though, 10 of Cups in the reverse, right? So something that's been making you unhappy or made you unhappy. It's going to have to do with family. Doesn't necessarily have to. This is just a huge loss, right? Huge loss of something. 7 of Cups is here, though, with the moon. So there's some sort of option here or some sort of opportunity that you're unaware of, okay? That you're going to be, I feel like you're going to be made aware of it, right? What is this? What's hidden? What's this that's hidden? What is this that is hidden? Four of Cups. I'm going to say there's something here, some sort of option here that it's like a possibility or something that was never considered. 369. It's something you've manifested. Something that you wouldn't have considered. It's like an option or something that you wouldn't have considered. Something that you wouldn't have considered to happen, right? What's the outcome? Show me the outcome. 5 of Swords wanted to come out sideways, so give me another one, Spirit. What's the outcome? Queen of Cups in the reverse. Give me the outcome. What's the outcome, Spirit? What's the outcome? Something could leave you feeling emotional. Or somebody emotional. Why does that want to come out sideways too? The Magician. Have you got, I don't know why I want to ask this, right? Have you got a mother figure or a feminine trying to go against you right now? I'm getting something to do with a feminine energy. There's something coming up here about that. I don't know. Queen of Cups in the reverse. Five of Swords sideways and the Magician sideways. That's also someone trying to write something out, right? Something being written out. What is that, Spirit? What is that? What's this energy? King of Wands. Something about someone taking charge, right? Something about someone taking charge. Yeah, I feel like this is whatever I'm getting here, right? Whatever I've got in these four cards here is something completely different to whatever this is. So this, I feel, there's some sort of something hidden here, right? That somebody maybe didn't see or ignored, all right? So that's what's going to come out tomorrow for that. But then there's something here about, again, I'm going to say somebody needing to take some sort of leadership in a situation. This could also be, I don't know, could this also be, if you were connected to a fire sign in the past, okay, if you overgave to a fire sign in the past, there's something about that coming up. Or this has to do with feminine figure in your life, right, where there's something here that you're going to have to, again, take some sort of leadership over. What's the outcome over here? Spirit, what's the outcome over here? Again, Spirit just keep telling me there's something that's going to come out, right, that was ignored before. All right, with that moon there, when that Four of Cups, so something that was overlooked before is going to come out. So I don't know, it could be good. There could be good news. Yeah, Temperance, right? So going to bring something into balance, all right? So, all right. Now with whatever this is over here, though, yeah, they said use your intuition, right? Something that you're going to have to take leadership of, right? Or something that you're going to have to take control of when it comes to, I don't know, it could have something to do with your mum. Or if not, it's got to do with a fire sign X, right? You could feel, I don't know, again, somebody that you maybe overgave to could be trying to, could be using a lot of mental power at the moment, a lot of mental energy trying to manifest you. Your energy is always hectic, love. Your fucking energy is always hectic, girl. Like, there's just always so much that fucking wants to come out here. I don't know, but I feel like with tomorrow, it's gonna be fine. There's gonna be some sort of balance here because, again, like I said, something that wasn't seen before is something about the facts, right? That hasn't been seen before is gonna be revealed. I feel it's gonna bring some balance back to the situation. All right. Now, where am I? Someone's going to have to help me here because I got no idea where I'm at or who I'm up to next. Wait a minute, hang on, Ralph, wait. If she's cleaning for me and I'm cooking for her, how do you come into the mix here? I fail to see how Ralph got himself all involved in mine and Lena's fucking deal here. Oh, okay, I gotta go back up. I gotta go back up and find that. I wanted to laugh. I want to laugh at the question because I don't think anyone that egotistical and righteous ever fucking feels anything about their terrible decisions, to be honest. Very, very rare. But okay, I will ask the question. Wait, hang on. There's a couple. You've got a couple of questions. You got two. Did you have two questions? If honey, if you could just clarify your question or like group it all together for me, that would be very, very helpful. If she's still here, yeah. All right. Lucky. Now I'm shuffling these facing myself. I don't even want to shuffle those anyway. All right, let's go here. No, let's go here. All right, Lucky, I'm going to just shuffle up my deck and grab one for you. And then in the meantime, we'll wait and we'll see if Honey's still here and she, whoever, can please just, yeah, re-clarify your question. Would be great. All right, one for Lucky, please. Spirit, one for Lucky. One for Lucky. Wealth, travel, communication. A time for expanding your experiences. Lucky. It's a time for expanding your experiences, right? You could also there could be movement taking place, but I feel like if it is, it would be very much forced. I don't feel exploring new methods of communication is quite the message here in this card either, right? Because you communicate quite finely. A time for expanding your experiences. Oh, lady. Spirit is just like, can you please just give yourself more? Again, you're going to get that same message, right? You're going to get that same message. Okay, it's time to expand. It's time to expand. Okay, so they're wanting you to be more strategic, okay? More strategic with the way that you go about, I'm going to say creating a shift right now, okay? They want you to be more strategic in the way that you go about creating a strategic shift, okay? Path of virtue, okay? So it's absolutely time to pick a path, right? Some sort of direction to go. Again, maybe set some goals, right? And focus on something, okay? You got to find yourself something to expand into, all right? But again, I get, you know, you're going to need to push yourself, girl. Push yourself, right? To expand, right? To expand, to have those experiences. I don't know. Maybe you could look at doing I don't know, yoga class, meditation class, something, right? Something where you can meet some new people, expand your gifts and your practices, all right? But you got to get moving, right? You got to get moving. You got to get moving, Lucky. I feel like any stagnancy right now is just going to be yeah, I've seen that. I'm just going to finish Lucky's. I feel like any stagnancy that is happening is not caused by external forces, right? It's something internal, right? So it's some sort of internal stagnancy. And we've touched on this before. So that's what I got for you, beautiful. All right. Why isn't that judge facing fucking prosecution is my question, right? And is that judge still on your case? Because that's unethical. Well, all right, let's have a look. What is happening here? Sounds good, Lucky. Sounds good, beautiful. All right, let's have a look what's going on here for honey. What the fuck? Now, I don't know if you guys noticed what I was just doing there, right? So I picked up a section of my mix, right? And I put the other side down. Anyway, I started shuffling and I thought I saw something flipped over, and you see me like looking through, right? So, and I was about to say, someone's looking through something, right? And I'm looking through, looking for the card that's flipped. And what do I see? Searching. Someone's searching for something, looking for something. What are they searching for? You're being cautioned, right? You're being cautioned. Be careful. All right? There are some sort of secrets that are being exposed, right? That are going to be judged. Someone's going to be judged for hiding the truth. Okay? Somebody is going to face some sort of judgment for it. But again, just don't overwork yourself. Be cautious. Keep yourself grounded, level, right? Make sure that you're actually looking after yourself through this process so that you don't, I'm going to say, burn yourself out either. All right? Don't give yourself mental, emotional fatigue from this. And I know that's easier said than done, right? But there's an energy here that's trying to wear you down. There's an emotional bond here that can't be broken, okay? What do I need to know for honey about the situation? I want to say as well, somebody could be keeping a pregnancy secret or something about a secret pregnancy or something to do. Somebody could also be expecting as well around you, something to do with that. Or somebody could be looking up. I wanted to say as well, because I saw the pregnancy card earlier, I wanted to say somebody even trying to look for some sort of evidence about something from maybe when you were pregnant to use as some sort of evidence or something. All right. So I don't know if someone's trying to dig up something from, yeah, there's some sort of deadline here for somebody to try to dig some shit up or something, right? What have we got going on here for this situation for honey? Yeah, somebody's fucking angry, right? Somebody's getting real fired up, okay, about these secrets coming out. Again, I don't know why, just caution, right? Because if this is making people upset, just be careful. There could be a water sign involved as well. Something to do with a water sign could be significant. You've got luck on your side, though. Not just luck, I'm going to say, yeah, somebody took a risk, right? It's not going to pay off. Somebody's searching for something as well, right? Searching for the truth about some sort of risk that somebody took. Again, I'm getting this as well. Somebody trying to say maybe that you took some sort of risk during pregnancy, right? Something to do with that as well. Justice is here though, right? Look at that. Justice is here. So Somebody could be getting some sort of unexpected knock at the door. Okay, or something they didn't expect, something they didn't see coming. Okay. Open your heart, right? So, again, they want you to stay heart-centered and grounded through whatever this process is. Yeah. Somebody's going to either try to trigger you, okay, to act out, or somebody's feeling fired up and triggered by the fact that they've been caught out. Yeah, I said something. Yeah, definitely. Water sign about a water sign here. Okay. Twice that's come out. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could have water in your chart. I don't know. But someone's definitely in regret here. Okay. Somebody has some sort of options or had some sort of options here, right? I feel like somebody chose the wrong option, chose to do the wrong thing. There's regret here. Regret about this situation. It's like somebody had the option to do the right thing, but they didn't. They regret it now. Okay. Yeah, somebody feels like a clown. All right. This person's feeling humiliated, right? Humiliated. Okay, something about distance here as well. So I don't know, somebody could be trying to distance themselves from the situation now. Trying to back out of something. All right, because I've got moving there as well. Trying to back out of something. Again, yeah, somebody's looking at something from the past, right? Looking back on something. What are they looking back for? Yeah, again, something to do with maybe your health at the time when you were pregnant even, all right? I don't know. It's a risky situation, all right? But again, luck's on your side, so I wouldn't, I'm going to say it's going to be a long, drawn-out process here, okay? It could also be costing you a lot financially too. What's the potential outcome here for this situation for honey? Show me the potential outcome. Look at that, babe. 10 of Cups. That's your outcome, right? I asked what the outcome is. 10 of Cups. So whatever happens, whatever the situation is, eventually it's going to lead to, look at that, happy mama, right? Reconnected back with your past, all right? I love that energy for you. It's great energy. All right. What have I got next? Oh, come on now, Jason, right? You pop in and out like, you know, we don't know if you're coming or going half the time. Are you feeling unseen, Jason? What about now? Everybody look at Jason. Bye, Lena. Bye, beautiful. Just lost your job. Will this be a smooth transition? Oh my God, all right. Wow. It might not be. It might not be a smooth transition. All right, let me just... Give me one sec. All right. Why not? Will it be a smooth transition? If you're still here, I hope you are still here. Otherwise I'm answering ghost questions. You're not fussed either way, Jason. Oh God. All right. Why not? Why not? I don't know. You tell me why not. No. Will it be a smooth transition? Spirit, let's have a look. What's happening up ahead here? Yeah, nope. I want to say, I don't even like saying that, right? I'm just going to say that it could be a bit of a rough ride, right? It could be a bit of a rough ride, but I feel like, yeah, I'm going to say there's some purpose in the rough ride, right? There's purpose in it. There's purpose in whatever's happening right now. 221 on my screen, right? That's change, number 5. Okay, so there's something that divine, because I'm seeing 133 on my screen here with 221. So there's something here that divine with the number 7. There's some sort of spiritual change, okay, that's happening here for you. Why not? All right, so you could be asked to, you might be being asked to look at something at the moment. Okay. All right, what are we going for? Why not? Okay, so I think what it is there's a lot of options, right? It's not going to be stressful, but you're going to have a lot of options here to choose from. So that could be the challenge, or you being asked to change maybe direction in what you're doing. So again, I just feel like you're going to be challenged here to a degree, but for a good purpose. So I don't know, maybe Spirit are asking you to look at different opportunities, different options, going in a different direction. 222. So they've put you on some sort of, I'm going to say maybe a course correct. So I don't know, is there something maybe that you've been feeling more drawn towards that you, I don't know, didn't choose in the past? Okay. Well, this could just be Spirit presenting you some sort of options. Maybe where you weren't valued, or wasn't working out for a reason, right? But again, you're getting presented lots of options there, and I feel like whatever these options are, they're all going to make you happy either way. Okay, give me more, Spirit. Give me more. Yeah, I'm going to say they've got more for you, right? They've got more for you. 9 of Wands is in the reverse, so I feel like there's not much. You don't really have to worry. It's not going to be a struggle, but it's just you've got something that's coming up that's going to give you some more choice and option with opportunity, right? Opportunity maybe to grow, to build something different. Okay, 4 of Swords. So, take your time with whatever that decision is. Okay, there is going to be some sort of mental clarity or breakthrough that you're going to have. All right, and there is going to be some sort of movement or communication taking place. All right, so we've got the 4 of Swords, the Ace of Swords with the 8 of Wands. But I feel it's all for good reason, right? It's all positive. It's all positive energy here that I'm getting. That's what I got for you. Why not? Oh, you didn't miss much. What ice cream did you get? What ice cream did you get, right? Oh, that's right. I've got banana chocolate chip cake with chocolate icing inside. I forgot about that cake. Look, I don't really trip off much. I don't trip off much these days, right? All right. What have I got next? Okay. I'm just going to refer to you as PK because that's so much easier. Yeah. Well, I guess that's a good thing, right? So I don't know, maybe like, I think, just try and have an optimistic attitude about things. And I feel like you will manifest something. If it was taking too much from you and wasn't giving you back anything, then I feel like, Spirit probably have something far better deserving for you. Do you know what I mean? Somewhere where you're going to be appreciated and getting the reward for, what it is that you do. So I don't know. I just don't feel like it's a bad shift that's happening to you. I think it's a good one. So I think roll with it, right? But be open as well to something a little bit different as well if you've been wanting to try something different. Because again, I feel like there's going to be a lot of opportunity around you. You heard ice cream? Yeah, me too. That's right. I said it, Jason, right? I said it. All right. PK general. What would you like the time period of your general to be? Because usually I do like to get people to tell me, the next month, the next week, just so that we can scale it down to what you would like. And then I will do you, Jason. I'll do yours, should I say. I will do yours. The month? All right, beautiful. All right. Oh, yep. Okay, cool. Yes. I'm getting something through about either structure, routine, something about structure and routine, discipline. Structure, routine, and discipline. Sounds serious, Spirit. Structure, routine, and discipline. All right, something about that. So I don't know, it could be you needing to maybe readjust, right? Some sort of structure or your schedule even, right? What do we got for PK? All right, you got some sort of blessings coming in, right? You got some sort of blessings coming in. What have we got going on, Jennifer, for the next month for PK? Connection. You could be feeling a little bit disconnected from, maybe even a little bit disconnected from people at the moment. You could be having, I'm going to say the blessings could come in the form of connections coming up. Okay, nurture. All right, so connection, nurture. Love. All right, so I don't know, again, you could be feeling very isolated at this time. Patience. Patience. I'm going to say you've been very patient with something, right? There's something that you've been really, really patient with. What is this I'm getting? Yeah, bravery too, right? Patience as well as bravery. Something to do with your happiness, something that you're trying to... Whoa. I was like, where the fuck did that go? Yeah, okay. So, Spirit are wanting you to... Spirit are wanting you to make more time, right, for... That's why I keep getting the scheduling or the structure or the... Spirit want you to spend more time either on the connections that you've got around you, like building, I'm going to say rebuilding some of the connections you've got around you, or building up some sort of connections, right? Something to do with building, right? And they want you to make time for this. So I don't know if you've been time poor when it comes to people. Okay, we've got support there. So yeah, there's success and support. I don't know. Again, make time for... There's something that you need to make time for when it comes to connecting with people, right? What is it that she needs to make time for? How does she... What's this time in connecting with people? Spirit, what's this time in connecting with people? Three of Pentacles. Could have something to do with work as well. Or... take your time connecting with people, right? Could be that as well. Take your time getting to know somebody, right? Yeah, Seven of Cups is in the reverse. So I don't know. I'm getting this again. Yeah. Page of Cups at the bottom there. Make time. I'm saying it again, right? I feel like you could be a bit closed off, maybe. You could be a bit closed off with the Sun in reverse and the Three of Swords because of some sort of heartbreak. You might be overworking at the moment as well. Maybe focus more so on work than connecting and like connecting, communicating with others as well is what I'm kind of getting here. So again, I feel like maybe you're working too much, all right? It might be time to, with the Four of Swords there, like take some sort of break, right? And reconnect with something or ground with something, right? Yeah, come together. I want you to come together with people, right? So, I don't know, this is interesting. That's interesting. They want you to make time for connection. And take your time with it, right? To bring in some sort of emotional fulfillment here. You're very creative and passionate, right? Your energy is very, I want to say very soft energy as well, right? Yeah. But they're wanting you to open up to the idea of there being, you know, I want you to open up to communication, right? To communication and connection. I feel like your part of your past or past trauma could actually be, I'm going to say, and don't take this to offense, but stunting your growth a little bit, right? So if part of that wanting to be alone or liking to be alone is due to, you know, past betrayals and things like that, then I feel like that's what Spirit asking you to do. Try and work on that and connect with, you know, there are the right kind of people to connect in with as well. But yeah, you could be spending too much time alone, okay? And they're wanting you to maybe get some movement, right? And get some communication around you, right? So yeah, and I feel like it has to do with potentially maybe when you overgave to people in the past and feeling betrayed by certain situations. It's easier to be alone than to always be overgiving to people and be stabbed in the back, right? But then that does create, I'm gonna say, no, it creates the problem where then we can potentially miss opportunities because we're too closed off to certain things, right? But again, see, they want you to come together with people, right, and have a good time, right? So that's what the message is for you. I was like, where are you seeing 7, girl? I'm seeing 29 over here. And this isn't, I would expect less people to like this unless, I mean, again, this is personal readings, right? Unless people are liking other people's personal readings, I mean, that's great, but you kind of want a bit more appreciation on my collective Leo reads. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It don't matter. To refresh. Well, sometimes we need a bit of a refresh, don't we, girl? Sometimes we need a bit of a reset, a refresh, right? All right, now I've got, and of course you can be. Now I've got Jason next. Is Jason next? Am I right with that? General for the week. There we go. Fucking Jason, just, I don't know, man. Just go hide under a fucking rock until all this toxic energy has passed you by. I don't know if that was advice you needed or not, but I gave it to you anyway, right? All right, general for the week. All right, so I don't know, you could be, I don't know, I'm going to say maybe you might this week start feeling a little bit overwhelmed, right? We've got buried alive and mind control. So I'm going to say this week you could become a little bit maybe anxious or mentally burdened, or I was about to say mentally challenged. And I was like, don't say it like that, right? Because I don't mean it like that. But you could be just, I don't know, you could maybe this week go through something that's mentally overwhelming or mentally challenging, right? That maybe feels like it's too much or too much to bear. All right, so that could be coming up. Either that or somebody here who's at rock bottom, right, is fucking having problems getting out from rock bottom, right, is gonna try and manipulate you here. All right, so I'm getting 2 energies there. What's he got for the next? Yeah, oh god, someone's a drama queen around you. Someone's a drama queen around you. I can feel that energy. What do we need to be aware of for Jason? What does Jason need to be aware of this week? Spirit, please and thank you. Shooting star, right? If you see one this week, mate, wish upon it. I'm gonna say if you see a fucking shooting star, wish upon that shooting star this week. You could actually very well see a shooting star this week. They tried already. Look at that drama. Didn't I fucking say it? And it pops out, right? Someone's fucking trying to create some drama around you because they're scared of something. What are they scared of? Because they're selfish. They're selfish, right? They're afraid and selfish, okay? So they're starting some sort of drama, trying to manipulate some sort of situation because they're at the bottom of the pits of hell, all right? But that could be playing on your mind this week or still playing in the energy this week as well. So, you know, just keep your head on a swivel for that, because I keep seeing rehearsal and premature. So I don't know, that could have been just the first attempt. There could be another one. As I was about to say, coming up, right? Erect. There could be another one coming up, right? There could be another one coming up, because someone is actually that stupid, right? To try you twice. All right, who's next now after Jason? Where have I got now? Pink fluff. Why are we talking about pink fluffy handcuffs? What? What? I don't think she was thinking about that kind of fun, Jason. All right, Sam, I just seen yours. Wait, let me go back up. Hold up, wait a minute. Let me get my brain back in it. Yeah, see, Cornelius, the problem is, right, is then, you know, you do, unfortunately, right, sometimes it is better to be alone when you're surrounded by toxic people, yes. But once you've formed discernment, right, once you've seen the truth of how certain people are, then it's about learning to trust yourself in being able to choose the right people to be around, right? So that's the next step that I guess some people have to get to is learning how to retrust themselves. I do private readings. I do. Details are in the description box below. But yeah, you know, I think for a period of time, being alone is all well and good. But then after that, being a loner, right, can create all sorts of limitations, right? Limitations that can then trigger things like abandonment and all sorts of unhealthy other program pattern ways of thinking, right? And it's tied to trauma. So, you know, the way that I'm viewing what you're saying to me is that but which people? Because you can't assume and label all people, right, as being that way. Otherwise, that means I'm people, you're people, everybody in this room is people, right? But that's an unfair statement, I think, because there are good people out there. It's just, again, we have to go through all the trials and tribulations of fucking dealing with narcissistic people, jealous people, competitive, all that shit, right, to know what good people actually look like. And then once we do, that's the kind of people that we spend our time with, right? And it's like I said, it comes with trusting yourself after making so many wrong decisions in life in who we've surrounded ourselves with, right? It's, you know, there are reflections of ourselves out there, okay? Mirrors. There are mirrors of who we are out there. We have to be willing, though, to step out of that victim mentality and that victim zone of everybody in the whole fucking planet's going to do me wrong, because that's not the truth, right? It's absolutely not the fucking truth. But if you tell yourself that truth, then yes, that will be your truth, right? That'll be your truth. But maybe it's about not giving opportunities to people from the past that have proven themselves not to be worthy, right? But to label everybody as that then only limits you, right? That means there's no way to move forward in unity with another person or in collaboration with people if we remain closed off. So it's about trusting ourselves after we've essentially betrayed ourselves, right, with the choices that we've made in who we've allowed ourselves to, you know, to be around, right? And that takes time, right? Time and, you know, dealing on or working through those shadow aspects of yourself that hold you back, right? But yeah, And it's fear. It's fear too. It's fear-based. I think a lot of people as well, though, like to create the idea of something in their head and then create that as best as they can in the physical to justify the feelings rather than having to work through them as well, you know. What I need to do for this to occur next year. All right, B, I'm answering your... Okay, Sam first. If you're still with me, Sam, for the next 2 months. All right, Sam, and then B. I'm getting some sort of movement, some sort of movement energy, right? I don't know this. I don't know. I don't think it's like an actual move, Sam, but like I'm getting something's going to be moving or changing or shifting. All right, there's something that's moving or changing in the next 2 months for you. Okay, so it could be with connection, could be with work. All right, but there's some sort of. I just felt like this whoosh, like it's just I don't know. This could be even being swept away by something, right? Because it was like, to me, it was almost like a wave, right? A wave. So something to do with water. So it could have something to do with your emotions. I see some sort of success though in something, right? The success in something. Okay. All right. What have we got for Sam for the next 2 months? Spirit, please and thank you. Rebirth. Okay. So some sort of movement, all right. So some sort of rebirth, taking flight, something taking flight. You could be going somewhere. I mean, you could be going somewhere unexpectedly. Maybe you know about it. I don't know. But again, I pick up movement, right? I pick up movement. Ooh, passion. Follow your passion with enthusiasm, all right? So I feel like something maybe that you've been working on, okay? Something that you've had to use a lot of resilience, energy, strength. Something that's been a bit of a challenge, okay, is starting to fire up, is going to start firing up for you in the next 2 months. Again, something about success as well, right? You got some sort of success, right? Some sort of communication coming in here as well. Support and communication. Yeah, some sort of clarity. You're going to be getting clarity, right? Whatever this clarity is, whatever this support is supportive, I'm going to say supportive, even supportive communication, right? Whatever this supportive communication that's coming in, right, is going to give you some sort of clarity on something, right? Discovery. So, yeah, clarity, discovery. You're going to discover something, right? Again, it's something about your passions, right? Something that you're passionate about. Also being discovered, right? Somebody could be discovering you in your community. Cool, you're being discovered. I like how that sounds, Sandy. Being discovered, right? It's gonna be you discovering yourself. Yeah, there's a lot. I would say there could be a lot of layers falling off at the moment. All right, yeah, going through an awakening, awareness. Look at that, right? Shedding some sort of layers, right? Things are just like falling off or falling away. All right, you've been taking action towards something confidently too. Something that you've been confidently taking action towards. What's happening here in the next few months with this, Spirit? Whatever this is, all right, take it. Yeah, trust it. I'm gonna say trust the universe, right? With where they've guided you, with confidence. Okay. Well, you're gonna need confidence for this next stage, right? Positive thoughts. All right. I feel whatever it is, again, yeah, something good. It's something about a transformation, something that's going to transform into a much, I don't know, there's some sort of joy here, right? Success, joy, happiness, transformation, shedding the layers, right? Something taking flight, movement. Show me more for Sam, please. Yeah, like an onion, right? Sam's peeling back like an onion. Fucking oath, right? Absolutely, Spirit has Sam's back. Alright, oh shit. Yeah, Spirit absolutely has your back there. So this is gaining some sort of wisdom as well, right? Learning. Something that you've learnt here, okay? Maybe you've learnt your lesson with something. You could also be finishing up some sort of study too, right? Or, again, something that you've learnt, something that you're growing. You could also teach this, maybe. I don't know. What is it, Spirit? What's coming in for Sam for the next 2 months? Ace of Swords, breakthrough. All right, so you've got a breakthrough coming through in the next 2 months, right? This could also be a spiritual breakthrough too. All right, with the Hierophant there and the Ace of Swords. So, but that's definitely clarity, right? Divine clarity, intuitive clarity there too. Any more you want to give me on that, Spirit? Four of Cups. Okay, so this could be something, an opportunity, maybe either that you didn't see coming, or you could have ignored maybe this opportunity in the past, all right? This could be an opportunity coming back around too, Sam. As I said that, right, the Eight of Cups is there in the reverse. So this is, I feel like this is something maybe coming back around, right, that you might have felt conflicted about in the past as well. But now it's like you've freed yourself, or you've got some sort of mental clarity that's going to free you and help you to move forward with whatever this is. That's what I got for you, all right? All right. Now, where am I next? Where am I next? Have I really been here that long? I have. Okay, B. I'm hoping to join merger with my current employer. I'm wondering if this might be possible, or what I might need to do for this to occur. All right, Spirit, what have we got for that? Okay. So there is definitely hope for your situation, right? So you're being asked to have faith and not to give up on yourself, all right? Not to give up on, I'm going to say, your truth, right? The truth of what it is that you want here, okay? Your intuition could also be showing you areas at the moment, or trying to show you areas at the moment of where you might need to, what areas you might need to improve. So I don't know if you're having, I'm going to say maybe even some strange dreams, right? Where you could be having maybe challenging situations coming up even in your dreams, okay, as some sort of, I want to say even like some sort of preparation, right? Some sort of prep, okay? All right, so you've definitely got the ability to lead by example, all right? And Spirit is saying you've got a lot of strength, so they want you to keep moving forward with courage, right? So again, keep striving towards whatever this is. If an opportunity, I'm going to say if an opportunity opens up, if you've not in the past expressed your interest, now might be the time to actually express that interest, all right? Standing up for what is right, or standing up for yourself and putting yourself forward, right, as something that you'd be interested in, okay? Because I'm going to say you may be overlooked, all right? So you are on the right track. Again, they're wanting you to tap into wisdom that you've gained, right, to help you to move forward in that intended direction. All right, so I'm going to say you definitely bring something fair and balanced when it comes to your energy as well. I feel like you'd be a very, very nurturing, you'd be a nurturing leader, right? I feel like you'd be a very nurturing leader. And when you stay grounded, they want you to stay grounded and committed to, again, working towards what this is, because again, the opportunity will open up if that's what you set the intention to work towards, right? But if that's not the intention you set, then, it can't manifest unless you believe it to be truth too. So this in this, but I feel like something about maybe there could be an underlying self-doubt there, okay, that could be holding you back. What do we got for B? What would help her in order to prepare herself for this kind of, what would help her? Yeah, using and trusting your intuition and following that inner guidance, right? Following that inner guidance, paying attention to the synchronicities as well. What we got for B? Confidence, right? So yeah, I feel like again, with healing here, you know, this could be about healing self-confidence or any confidence issues maybe that you've got, right? Really, really believing in your own abilities, right? Your own ability to lead to. Anything else, Spirit, that will help be in order to manifest this for herself? Accepting the blessings too. Okay, acceptance and blessings. So, again, and that's going to come with knowing that you're worthy of the opportunity, right? Believing it too, right? That's the only way you're going to actually be able to accept the blessing and open yourself up to it. So I feel like it's going to be on that confidence, self-confidence or self-doubt level that you're probably going to need to work on. But if you haven't put yourself already forward as being interested, I would dare say that now would be a good time to make that known, all right? Make it known. That's what I got for you, beautiful. All right, where am I next? Can somebody tell me where I'm at? Where am I? I don't know where the fuck I am anymore. No, I do. I'm on planet Earth, or at least I think I am. I just don't know who's still in here, who isn't. And fuck, there's 29 people in here. Jeepers creepers. Don't you people sleep over there? All right. Sonali, are you still in here? Oh, how are you, my little kitten? Everyone's probably, who the fuck is she talking to? How are you, kitten? He knows who I'm talking to. Yeah, I'm guessing no, all right, you do you, girl. I wish you all the best. Check in with us, right? And let me know how you went with everything. Sending you heaps of love and juicy positive shit. Right, I'm gonna say it with the shit at the end, right? Got behind there. Where did you get behind? You got behind what? You got behind who? I don't want to know. Down, kitty, down. Shit. All right. Well, then who was after that? All right. We got missing people, right? I'm not answering questions for ghosts. You know, it's only like almost 3 p.m. here, and it's only just starting to finally fucking warm up outside with that little bit of sun that's there, just, you know. And cleanse yourself too, right? Maybe take a pocket full of black crystals loaded with you, you know, and some tiger eye for good luck as well. Never goes astray, right? Some crystals in the pocket. Hey, Jason, did you have another question, mate? You got another question, huh? Oi, Jason. Roll call? What are we doing? A roll call? No, I don't know. Did you have another question, Jason? Or if anyone else does, please pop your question in the comments, or can someone tell me where I'm at, what I'm doing? Because you guys know. Would you want to chat to me after the live? Do you want to chat to me after the live, kitty cat? I've decided that's what I'm calling you from now on. In fact, I'm changing your name in my phone to kitty cat. I don't know why. I don't know why. Sorry, drastic. Kitty cat. You got one eye closed and you're horizontal? Sounds like a good way to be. Sounds like a good way to be. Will my divorce mediation 50, will it go 50-50? Oh, I hate to answer legal questions, but look, we'll get a straight yes or no here. Let's do it like that. You love being one eye closed with one eye closed and horizontal? Yeah, well, it's definitely a good way to be. All right. For Billy, will divorce mediation go 50-50? Will it end in 50-50? Man, is that how you want it to end? Is that how you want it to end? All right. For Billy. Yes, right, temperance is here, so things will be balanced out freaking beautifully, right? That's, I guess if that's what you want, then that's what you're getting. I don't know how much more imbalance we could talk about. I mean, you literally asked 50-50, like, look at that, right? One cup's being poured a little bit into the other, right? It's definitely, it's also the number 5 there, right? Number 14, number 5, so... Oh, yes, you can. That's right. I don't know. I'm just gonna refer to you as East, right? Because I don't know. There's all these letters combined together that it makes my brain want to go McGeast, right? And I don't know if that's a name. Oh god. Oh god. Oh my god. He's tripping. Yeah, he's tripping balls. He's tripping balls. Like, spirit of like, yeah, no, he's tripping balls, sorry, but Hierophant have decided, like, the higher powers that be have decided that, it's, yeah, sorry, we gotta have balance here, okay? Oh, God. Alright, General for the 1 month. General 1 month, what does... Thanks, you know, for my special brain, right? My special brain. Freedom, right? You got some sort of freedom coming up, okay? I don't know, you're going to be freeing yourself from something, some sort of mental liberation with some sort of solutions, all right? Or there's some sort of solution that's coming up. Yeah, I don't know if you're going through something when it comes to legal situation or something, but there's some sort of justice here, right? The next month, you are going to have some sort of solution here when it comes to maybe something that's been keeping you stuck or trapped, okay? I feel like something is going to be made fair, all right? Or somebody's going to be assessing something and making a fair decision, which is going to release you from something, all right? Let's see, what else have we got for the next month? What else do we need to know? What else is coming in? Yeah, okay. Pull back, all right? Spirit want you to pull back. There's something here to discover, a truth, okay? This truth is going to help you. All right, some sort of test, something to do with a past mistake or learning from past mistakes, all right? But your intuition here is shedding some sort of light, all right? But I feel like, again, Spirit are showing you, trying to show you some sort of truth, maybe about a person even. Doesn't necessarily have to be, could just be about a situation. All right, but I feel like this is connected to maybe a person, right? So I don't know, maybe you could also be connecting with somebody maybe that you need to pull back from because there's some sort of truth that you're going to see, and it's going to be maybe something that you didn't learn from your past. I love you, Jason, right? But if you ask me a third dimensional question like that requires a stock standard third dimensional answer without my cards, I'm going to change this channel from card readings to just general advice, right? I can answer that question without me needing to pick up a card, right? And Spirit, I like, don't you even pick up a card for that question. But we'll get back to that in a second, all right? But East, I don't know. Again, I'm getting you might need to pull back from either a situation or a person or something to see something for what it is, okay? I just feel like maybe there could be a situation, maybe you're not quite seeing clearly. All right, maybe something's going to be brought to light here that again sets you free, right? That brings about some sort of solution, okay, and brings about some sort of justice in your life. All right, now, Jason, when it comes to numbers, mate, right? Numbers are pretty like zeros and ones, ones and zeros, right? So A leads to B leads to C, okay? We have X amount of debt, okay? We know that if we pay X amount of money each week, each month, and we calculate the accumulated interest and all that blah, 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 we are left with, at the end of a year, a time period, right? A figure, okay? This is definitely something that as long as you've looked at your budget, right? Again, you don't need Spirit to tell you, right? I can give you my accounting background, on this one, right? But what you probably need to look at is if you haven't already done a budget for what your current outgoings are, to know what you've got left over, to know exactly what you can put onto those debts, that would definitely be the first thing that you want to have a look at, all right? So look at what your outgoings are currently versus your income. Okay, and we're talking about, what you absolutely know 100%, what you absolutely know 100% coming in and out. Get all that down first, right? Then have a look what room you've got to allocate to other things. But it's about the numbers, right? That's got nothing to do. Spirit are like, we don't control the numbers. Again, if you do something stupid today that loses your job, right? It doesn't matter. The answer that I give you today is going to change tomorrow. All right. So again, this is just about basic, looking at the numbers, right? Look at the numbers and see. And you might maybe you need a financial counselor or to get some sort of a financial advisor or something to work out some sort of plan. But yeah, perfect. So what I would do, even if you go onto the Smart Money, Smart Money, right, through, I think it's on the ATO website as well, Smart Money, there's budgets, and so they're Excel spreadsheet budgets and shit like that, where you can input all the information and it'll give you a bottom dollar of whether you're in, a surplus or a deficit. And then you can have a look at how you need to either adjust your budget to have more to pay off those debts, or whether you can attribute more that you've actually got left over to that. And again, it's just about looking at where you can cut back and where you can increase and all that sort of jazz. But yeah, Spirit you need to do the work on that, right? But you should be able to do it if you've got the right means. Otherwise, if it's not possible within that time frame, then you need to be realistic and reset your time frame, because Spirit can't change time for you either, right? It's kind of like that. I love you guys. I love you guys. All right, have I got anything else? Anyone else? Or am I done today? I've been here for, it's been here since, 11:30, 12:30, 1:32, 33. Yeah, it's been a few hours, guys. It's been a few. But yeah, the Smart Money website is killer for just, already made up templates and budget sheets and shit like that you can do. And obviously, there's going to be shit that that comes up that you weren't prepared for or planning, and that's fine. But at least having the basic figures and the basic calculations done to know where you can move, like, is definitely a good start. And if because I love when people are like, oh, how do I pay my debts off when I don't? Yeah, I'm still doing questions, babe. Absolutely. Absolutely. I was just asking, I'm like, if there's not anybody else, then I'll go. But otherwise, yeah, if there's still questions, I'm staying for a little bit longer. But yeah, obviously, if it's you don't have enough income, then obviously that's always the hard fucking part when it starts to, recovering from financial debts and shit like that. If you just don't have the actual incoming, it's pretty hard to even worry about what the fuck's going out, huh? But whatever you do, don't fucking do anything stupid like I did, right? Don't do stupid shit. Don't fucking risk yourself. Don't do anything dodgy, silly, right? Just stay on the right path with whatever you do. Learn from my mistakes, people. I certainly have. I've learned from my past. In fact, I'm still learning from my past. It's just now I don't need to be in my past to learn from it anymore. I can sit in here in my present and think about my future and still reflect back and understand it perfectly fine without needing to be there. And that's a good thing to focus on too, right? Because then after that, you've got that financial freedom. So imagine everything that you're then pouring in after that period of time, once those debts are cleared, how much more you've got then to pour into savings or, investing or whatever it is that you want to do. Fucking, visiting Adelaide, wherever. Flying around the fucking world, right? Saving up for your long service leave because, even though you've got it and you will get paid, obviously, there's still, if you're flying around the fucking world, mate, you're going to need money. No, you're not too late, Brittany. You're not too late at all. Drop your question for me. What, you're going to buy planes? Come on, man. You've gone from going nowhere to you want to buy a plane. No. Invest in planes. All right, let's have a look. Let's go over here. All right. What if I'm gonna ask if like don't ask that, right? Because we could have a lot of things coming at you. All right, we're gonna be specific. All right, we're gonna be specific. Even thinking about a question is helping you answer so many. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love when questions lead to more answers than they do more questions, right? Do you ever have questions that just lead you to more fucking questions? You're like, why did I even start asking? Like, because now I've got a fucking million questions that probably can't be answered. That happens to me from time to time. Yeah. All right, Brittany, let's have a look. Thank you, beautiful. All right, let's have a look. I know, Amber, you missed our members live, right? You missed our members live. All right, for Brittany, is Sagittarius coming to... Whoa! Is Sagittarius coming towards you or what, girl? Shit. Right? Like, fucking wants to charge in, man. Wants to charge in. Right? Wants to, like, fucking, like, could we go any faster? Damn. That's, if that doesn't answer your question, I'm not sure what will. All right. Yeah, we got the Knight of Swords. That's somebody. That's charging in, right? She wants to come charging in. Right? Will she come towards Brittany? Oh. Okay. I got the star here, so someone is hoping. I'm going to say someone's got some sort of definitely wishful thinking, right? Okay, because there's the Seven of Cups here that came out after the star. So I'm going to say with the star and that Seven of Cups, it's definitely like someone's definitely like wishful thinking. Thank you, Jason. Wishful thinking, right? Making some sort of fast decision too. Focused. What actions? Oh, look at that. I'm like, you got the Knight of Cups on the bottom here, right? Ace of Wands. I like this energy. Romance, right? Being swept off one's feet. Yeah, there's a spark here. Definitely a spark here. Look at that. Page of Cups. I'm going to say that's some pretty nice energy there, right? There is definitely a good possibility here of something new here transforming, right? See, now that's what fucking romance looks like. That's what fucking having game looks like. You sent her a bouquet of roses and your number on the card. Damn, girl. Date me. Yeah, she wanted to fucking devour you. Look at that. She's like, can I get it any quicker? Oh, shit. Look at that. Two of Cups, right? Yeah, I could see this is someone's going to be losing their independence soon. Someone's definitely going to be losing their fucking independence soon. Shit. Can you teach some men how to do what you do, babe? Right? If you could teach some of the masculines out there to do what you do, right? That would be fantastic, right? I don't know. There's something about a Leo woman, right? Leo women just, if we want something, man, we'll go out and get it, won't we? Right? We're not shy about that shit. That's for sure. But you know, divine feminine. In my situation, right? We don't chase, right? We don't chase. Yeah, this is some sort of. I'm going to say this is what the universe sees as being fair for you, right? Cause and effect of something. The cause and effect of whatever you've done, right? There's some sort of justice that you're getting. This Two of Cups is your justice. I love that. Joining forces, close bonds. Cute. Cute. I love that. I'd say you, and she got damn, right? And a Starbucks card to go with it. Fuck, man. Man, you're doing it all wrong out there, right? You're doing it all wrong. In fact, I don't even know what you guys are doing out there. Are you doing anything? I know, right? You had to be extra, of course. Leo can't do anything without being fucking extra. Oh, I love that. She chases with class. Fuck yeah. Gentlemen, right? Are you guys taking fucking notes here, right? Look at me. I'm almost thinking about switching fucking teams over that shit. Oh, God. That's some funny shit. Funny shit. All right. All right, my beautifuls. I think I've done at least one for everybody in here that wanted, except for Amber. I'm going to do Amber's. I'm not doing second questions, though, because it's been a fucking almost 2 hours, and I got to go deal with my kids soon. I got to go get my kids soon as well. So I need a bit of time before I go pick them up. But Amber, oh damn girl, Amber, I just always oh man, these energies, right? These energies. You can't think of just a question, but I'll give you a general. I'll give you a general serve and a fucking What your ex is up to now? What these karmic energies are up to now? Like I can't even help myself. I'm grabbing it. I'm grabbing it, right? And it's just like I don't even want to. I don't want to because I know you don't want it around you. Oh God, you're just trying to move on from this shit, right? Oh yeah. I know, right? Come on, give me something. I want something better for Amber, right? Amber, open up your heart, right? Open up your heart, just not to the past. Yeah, stay closed. I was like, stay closed off to the past. Open up your heart to something new coming in for you. Okay. Oh, damn girl. Yeah. Shit, look at that fuck shit. We got Earth sign here, risks and secret. I'm single, babe. I got no man to fucking take notes anyway, right? And even if he did, I wouldn't want him to be the kind of fucking man that still needs to fucking take notes, right? If he's still taking notes at this point in the game, I'm doing it all fucking wrong, right? I've done it all wrong, and I'm teaching you guys shit that I'm not practicing, right? This could also be about potentially Amber, right? Opening yourself. I don't know. You could potentially be meeting an Earth sign. Maybe that wants to, or you could have met somebody who's an earth sign that wants to reveal to you that they've got some sort of feelings towards you, right? Maybe somebody wants you to take some sort of risk to open up your heart to them, all right? Maybe it's somebody that you're needing to take a gamble on as well. Okay, this could be secret love, right? I don't know why I wanted to say as well, maybe secret admirer. I don't know if you're traveling, if you've got some sort of travel planned, right? You could also meet somebody on your travel plans, right? It's got vacation here. Dreams, right? So what have we got about dreams? Visiting you. Receiving confirmations or downloads, right? About something or someone. You definitely got somebody, though, here who, yeah, that sneaky energy, right? You got sneaky energy who's triggered at the moment, right? Could be trying to seek revenge, being childish and petty. Might have something to do with a third party situation. Doesn't have to necessarily be. Somebody from your past definitely wants to come back, but it's a big fat no from spirit and you. You've moved on from whatever that is, okay? Somebody's like trying to give it time, right? Give it time before maybe they come back around for something. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you, beautiful. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody could be maybe just giving it some time before they come back around because maybe they feel like right now that you may be closed off to whoever this person is as well. All right, but I feel like in time as well, someone from your past is going to try to come back, right, and maybe confess something. You're being cautioned against whoever that energy is. You're being told to remain distant from whoever that is. All right. Whoever this new person is definitely going to have a new level of appreciation for you that you've not experienced before. Okay. Yeah. Eternal love is here. All right. Some sort of harmony coming in here as well. All right. Oh, I wouldn't go so far as to any man would be blessed to have me. I'm definitely fucking hard. I'm a Leo, babe. I'm hard work, right? I'm hard work. Spirit want you to have faith and belief, right? That there is something, there is an eternal love that is coming for you. Something that is, like I said, harmonious. Okay. So you will be cultivating some sort of harmonious relationship in the near future. All right. So that's what I got going on for you, baby. That's all good. I like that. But yeah, just keep an eye out for that past energy as well, right? And it's bullshit tactics and all that crap. All right. All right, my beautifuls. I'm gonna go chill out for a little bit, unwind, maybe, you know, clean up my 20,000 coffee cups that accumulate in my sink while my children aren't here. You know, why do I want to wash 1 or 2 cups a day? I've barely eaten. If I do, I eat straight out of something, right? Like, so I'm going to go wash my fucking sink full of cups and kick back for maybe half an hour or whatever and just reset myself and then go get my little kitties and get on with the rest of Sunday and, you know, do the usual shit, get ready for the week. But I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for your super chats. Thank you so much just for your support, your love, for being here, for trusting me, for sharing the fucking journey with me. I love you guys probably more than you guys actually realize, right? I know I probably don't say it enough, but I do. I absolutely love and appreciate you guys more than I can express. So thank you for that. And I will see you guys tomorrow with the usual Leo 411. All right. Mwah. I love you, babies. Bye.